In case you missed the previous episode, then I just wanted to let you know that Castorre has found love in Paris. He's fallen in love with a famous Parisian supermodel named Katrina, and the two are very serious about this relationship. They're both quite passionate people. Like I already said in the previous episode, I can't really show everything they're up to for obvious reasons, but they're both very happy together and very much in love, and even planning on going public with this relationship very soon. But now, back on the pitch, it is time to face Dunkirk in the Coupe de France quarterfinals. We already faced them twice in the league, drawing 1-1 on both occasions, so this time we want our revenge after they took so many points from us. Castorre struck first in the little northern town, giving us a very valuable lead. We had plenty of opportunities throughout the rest of the match, but just couldn't find the back of the net. So wasteful, but still. Towards the end of the match, I played my teammate through, and we finally made it 2-0. PSG finally get the revenge on Dunkirk, and we advanced to the semi-finals of the Cup. Meanwhile, in the league, it was very important to keep winning so that we wouldn't fall behind Strasbourg in the title race. We are tied on points and just have to keep winning. We took the victory against Lille with a beautiful play. However, that wouldn't be the talking point from the match, because in the 52nd minute, Castorre fell to the ground injured. It didn't look good at all, and he was clearly in a lot of pain. He was subbed off, and the PSG fans were very worried, especially with so many important games coming up, such as the Champions League round of 16 against Stuttgart and a decisive league clash against Strasbourg. The next morning, the PSG medics confirmed that Castorre suffered a minor injury, keeping him sidelined for only around a week. However, that unfortunately means that Castorre will miss the first leg of the round of 16 Champions League clash against Stuttgart. A big miss for PSG, especially since Castorre loves this competition with all his heart. And how did PSG perform without him? Well, clearly not very well. PSG lose the first leg in Germany by a 2-goal deficit and couldn't even grab a goal. We are gonna need a massive comeback in the second leg, with Castorre hopefully fit to play. The PSG fans are not happy, but we believe in the remontada. PSG did beat Reims without Castorre to put us tied on points with Strasbourg right before our decisive league clash against them. Fortunately, Castorre has recovered from his minor injury, and club doctors have given him the green light to return to matches, right when PSG need him the most. Strasbourg have been right on our tail all season long. Despite their much smaller budget, they've maintained our rhythm and haven't fallen behind. And now we visit their stadium searching for a win to distance ourselves at the top and to send the message that this is our league. Not even 3 minutes on the clock, and Lorenzo Castorre smashes PSG into the lead. Right back from injury and on the score sheet, a massive goal for the title race. Strasbourg weren't gonna make it easy for us though. They almost tied it from a free kick. And later, our keeper saved us from conceding an equalizer again. Strasbourg were dominating us as they searched for a goal to put them level on the table again. But PSG and Castorre grew into the match, and we began pushing for a second goal. Right before the break, Castorre made a clever run and scored to double our lead. A deadly dagger in the title race. In the second half, Strasbourg were lost on the pitch and PSG had chances to expand the lead. But in the end, the 2 goals from Lorenzo Castorre in the first half were enough for the victory. A result that puts a knife in the title race. PSG jumped 3 points on top with only 8 games left. Honestly, I have nothing but respect for Strasbourg. They pushed us until the very end, and it's been a fantastic race with them, but I think we'll take it from here. With the league now basically wrapped up, it was time for the second leg against Stuttgart. Right before the match, the PSG Ultras came out in full support of the team, and with a lot of faith in their star, Lorenzo Castorre, to pull a historic comeback and qualify for the Champions League quarterfinals. PSG had been disappointing without their main man, but now he's back from injury and feeling better than ever to inspire a comeback. We began applying pressure since the very start of the match, letting Stuttgart know that our intention is to qualify. Castorre pulls one back with a header with less than 10 minutes on the clock. A beautiful connection with the cross from João Neves, and the distance is halved. Castorre and PSG didn't slow down. Castorre hit the crossbar, but the referee confirmed it crossed the line. A wonder goal from Castorre. The entire stadium erupted in ecstasy as PSG were now leveled with Stuttgart. With the momentum on our side, we made an effort to take the lead before the break, but Castorre missed a great chance. That's when Stuttgart began pushing to retake the lead and came scarily close. But we held on, and on the break, Castorre was released and threw on goal. And Castorre doesn't miss. A hat-trick, a Champions League hat-trick, to turn the tie around and put PSG ahead for the first time. PSG were helpless in the first leg without him, but now that he's back, we turned around the 2-goal deficit and beat Stuttgart to put ourselves on the next stage of the competition. What a moment to get his first PSG hat-trick. Sensational and a historic comeback. He is a player destined to match the greatness of the very best in this sport. Man of the match, very deservedly. No one comes close to his level. And well, after this sensational comeback, I'm sure you're all wondering who we will face in the quarters. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our opponent in this next stage is no other than FC Barcelona. Castorre against the Catalans in the European stage yet again. Bring it on!